Glenn, Mitchell,
Nick,
and more.
Slow down less.
Oh, here's Golden
Oh
Access.
yeah, this is awesome.
This level's great.
You know, like some of the tech requires the player to like slam on their brake and hold down on the control stick.
Oh, really?
To like maintain a boost around sharp corners and stuff like that, or time your jump in such a way that like the game doesn't think you touch the ground for an extra second. There is so much weird stuff in it.
Right, I've heard that like Crash Team Racing is, you know, insane in that way. I've never gotten into the game where it's like I felt like I've had to learn all those tricks.
Oh yeah, no, it's
like
not
it's not
necessary.
Yeah, it's not necessary at all. But I'm really glad that the game has like those deep systems that you could really just you know put your teeth into and
sure.
Get really good at the game.
It's funny too. I want to say that in the original game, much of the advanced tech was kind of accidental. It certainly wasn't explained. But in this newer one, you know, they intentionally rebuilt some of these systems around that accidental tech, and even improved it in some cases.
Ah.
Yeah. Oh, that's not a wall. Oh, yeah, I'm dead. What is happening? What is happening?
I don't know. You might keep falling. Oh, okay.
Oh, very cool game.
That
Let me fall to my death for like 6 seconds.
Was that part of the tech you were talking about for this game?
Yeah. Advanced tech. Die.
Go through the wall, just at 1,000,000 miles per hour.
Yeah, I clipped through the inside of one of the platforms, and I don't think it knew what to do with me for a second.
I do want to say, why did the Crash Team Racing, is it Nitro fueled? That's what the new one.
Yeah.
Why did that not come to PC?
That is a good question.
I don't understand that. I thought the game was great, but the one thing that really took me out of really wanting to dive deep into it was the loading screens are just they're too.
Oh yeah.
They're like 30 seconds long.
The loading is brutal.
I couldn't handle it. I had to be like, okay, I'm done. I gotta move on. This is too much.
Shortly after the game launched, it got an update on all platforms that improved loading times. The Switch still has like the worst loading times, but if you're playing on like PS4 or something, it's not unreasonable anymore.
Got it. I'm just so used to playing the first game, and it just like it's just like 5-second long loading screen or however. It's like, I don't know. I'll just go back to playing that. Like, I don't have to like waste my time playing that game.
Yeah. No, I definitely feel you. Yeah, if you're interested in trying it again, it's probably a lot better now, especially if you played at launch. Because I mean, the game was also super buggy. Man, there were some incredible bugs you could see online. Like, one of the funniest was characters would swap skeletons. I don't know how this would even happen. But like their model would be applied to another character's skeleton, and they would just like stretch out and become this distorted hell beast.
Interesting. Okay. Huh.
And yeah, it made lobbies really funny. There's another bug that lasted way longer than it should have, where the track would just like fail to load. That was great. Everybody loves that.
Yeah, that sounds good. Definitely sounds as funny as the stretching glitch.
You just suddenly can't tell where you're supposed to go. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, and then I think there was another one where, like, on occasion, for literally no reason, you hit a ramp and just stop.
Oh.
Like, slam into an invisible wall, basically.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah. That one was the one that I was concerned they weren't going to fix, like, ever. And it was just going to ruin the whole dang game.
Yeah, I would imagine if that was in there for like time trials and stuff, like just, you know, being on your getting the best personal time, and then right at the very end just hit the invisible wall or something. That would suck.
Yeah, and some tracks were a lot worse than others. But, this run here was pretty poor. 8th place.
I mean, it's a cool track.
Oh yeah, no, that was a super cool track. This feels like something I'd see in like an arcade somewhere.
It's that's you were just doing the leisurely route, excuse me.
Clearly.
Okay, Burning Depths. Do you know which franchise this level's from?
I have no idea.
You know it. You know it. I know that you know this one.
I straight up have no idea.
It's a Burning Rangers, duh.
Hilarious. I
you know, Burning Rangers.
The first time I've ever heard Burning Rangers.
It's everybody's favorite Sonic team game, Burning Rangers.
This
yeah,
whole game
Burning
is
Rangers.
gaslighting me.
No, Burning Rangers was, I think, a late Saturn release or something. I don't know how it got its own stage here.
Huh.
So I know
Cool.
that we talked offline, and you said that you were collecting old games, retro games.
Yeah.
And I believe you mentioned one of the GameCube Fire Emblem games. I cannot recall the name.
Path of Radiance.
Path of Radiance, yes. So is there like any, like, are you collecting GameCube games at the moment? Are you just doing like a hodgepodge?
Just kind of whatever piqued my interest. Really.
Got it.
A lot of them were like games that I had as a kid, or games that I'd play with friends when I was younger, but didn't back then.
Got it.
That's what happened. Yeah, no, I picked that up. I picked up like Pikmin 2.
Nice. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm like, I would sell a whole bunch of stuff as a kid, and it's like, why did I sell that? Like,
I know. Yeah. No, I totally get that.
and just talking to other people, I feel like everybody did that. Like, everybody kind of had to. If you wanted to play a whole bunch of games, that was the only way you could do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, yeah. So I've been trying to collect stuff that I had sold over the years, and then I'm almost done with my Game Boy Advance collection. Game Boy Advance is stupidly expensive, so I have to look for try to find cheap options as much as I can. But
yeah.
like I feel like I'm so close to like having what I consider to be my Game Boy Advance collection, you know.
Nice. Yeah, feels like basically all of Nintendo's stuff right now is really expensive for a collector.
Right. If you are collecting on the Wii U, that's a good platform right now.
It's really cheap. I picked up Star Fox Zero for like $20, and that came with Guard too, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
I really liked Star Fox Zero. I know people hate that game, but I personally liked it. I was a fan.
think I'll probably wind up playing. Supposedly, there's a co-op thing you can do.
Oh yeah.
I was curious about that. All right, it was a fluke. It's over. It's all over, man.
I don't know. There's one more race in this cup. You might be able to jump up ahead. We'll see. The race of ages. Yep. Oh, okay. So this is kind of a mishmash of a whole bunch of Sega stuff. So let's go through it.
Original. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, and this goes up. Yep, there I go.
Oh no.
Into the void. I feel like there have been so many games that come out in the past couple years. Not couple, but I'd say probably 10, 15 years that have felt like they've tried to channel some of that FZero energy into their own games. And you know, while I love seeing it, it's like it's so obvious that everyone wants another one, but we don't get another one.
Right. Yeah, all the copycats. I guess maybe that's kind of a weird way of saying it, but all of these clones. Maybe that's. I'm not finding the right word here. All of these FZero likes.
FZero likes. Yes, yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, they're all great, but they don't quite nail what made FZero FZero.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, or not.
Also, I swear right here, you're coming up to like this warp section. I swear that the warp does not work consistently and is based entirely on loading times. Like I don't think it's always the same amount of time.
Oh man. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Oh god. Oh, well, I hate this. Can't I just drive off the track and, like, land where I land? I can do that, right?
This isn't, N64 Rainbow Road, no.
Oh, man.
So weirdly, about the midway point of the stage, there's two different ways to go. And depending on which way the player in first chooses is you'll either get a flight section or a boat area.
Kind of neat.
Yeah, so whoever's in first gets to choose. I always go for the flight segment just because it's a lot faster than the boat, but nonetheless, I'm sure there's some people who prefer the other one.
This game is just kind of making me want like another Diddy Kong racing. And this is like visually really cool, and it feels good, but I don't know, it's really neat.
Yeah, this game goes on sale pretty often. It's like typically only $5. And I don't know. In my opinion, I feel like it's it's still one of the best kart racers released within the past 10 years. So, yeah, I highly recommend picking it up to anyone who is looking for a solid kart racer. Okay, so we're in the final lap now. You got a super move. I'm in first.
I'm gonna fly off the road even faster now. All that means. Oh, I did it. I threw. I know I didn't do it.
The end got you there.
That upsets me. I clearly, like, I was airborne. I drove back onto the ground. Why would that count as out of bounds? That is so lame. But you could have implemented a timer instead of like, oh, you just hit like a kill wall.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I think I've got this problem where if I see something in the road, I aim straight at it. Like those puffer fish. It's like, oh yeah, no, that's something that I should touch. And then I just run into every single one.
Yeah, that's not the best way to play a racing game, no.
I don't know if that's a problem that can like realistically be solved with split screen though. Because you know, you just have to improve visual fidelity of the track. I don't know if you've noticed this, Glenn, but there's like there are a couple things on screen at once that you have to keep your eyes on all at the same time. I'm not very good at that. I keep forgetting I have items, dude.
I feel like you did a great job. You know, you played through all these for the first time. You didn't know the track layouts or whatever.
Just purely reactive.
Exactly. I'm sure if we were to go through these all again, you would do a lot better.
Yeah, and I also might do a lot worse.
You think it was just a downgrade?
No,
it just.
Yeah, no. You ever do that where you're like trying something repeatedly that's, you know, challenging, whether this is a game or something else.
Mm-hmm.
And the longer you go at it, the worse you get.
Right, yeah.
And it's like, now I know what I should be doing, but I've done literally everything wrong.
Yeah, I just have to. Times like that, I just have to like step away and be like, I'm gonna have to come back to this later. Like,
yeah, for sure.
I'll do better later. Okay, so there is one last race we have. We have Outrun Bay. This was a.
Do it.
I think this was like a pre-order bonus or something, but like they just gave it to everybody at some point. So.
Metal Sonic, you are no longer my friend. My new friend is.
I'm gonna be Wreck-It Ralph.
That's a crazy tactic.
Acceleration. Standard.
All right, here we go. This is the final race. If you win this race, then you'll redeem everything.
Get ready.
So here we go. No pressure.
Well, that's it then.
Was Ralph trying to give you like a high five there? What was that?
Hey man, I look at that thing on the back of Ralph's vehicle and keep thinking it's some kind of hazard that I need to avoid.
Yeah, I like how they did give it like its own like physics. That's nice.
Yeah. It's a little distracting. Like, I don't know. Oh, are these like regular cars on the road?
Yes. Yep.
I keep thinking they're like other players.
Yeah, all of a sudden this turned into like a battle royale game.
Does that exist? Like in any capacity? Like a battle royale racing game?
Wasn't there like that Onrush game? Am I thinking?
That was like the worst ramp I've ever
Yeah, I was thinking there was a game called like Onrush or something that was like a large-scale multiplayer racing game, and I think people liked it for the most part. It's just, you know, the player base kind of died out, and then that was kind of it.
I got you with all three. And then rear-ended a vehicle.
I'm gonna hit you with the.
It means nothing.
I'm gonna get you with the wrecking ball.
have a speed boost that you don't deserve. Playing this just made me. Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
I was gonna say the narrator he is so excited whenever you get like a blowfish. He's like, blowfish.
It's a blowfish.
All right, you can now say your more important thing.
Ah! Tried so hard to line that up.
Whoa!
What happened? Why am I backwards?
Oh no!
That just tanked the whole run, man.
Oh boy!
It's all over now.
Oh, I just got the Hornets in first place. That's not good.
Yeah, use it on yourself. Come on, man.
That was the game's way of providing revenge from your side.
Okay, so what I was gonna say was that playing this reminded me that there's a weird Sonic kart racing indie game that I cannot remember the name of right now, but I had been super curious about.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like a pixel art thing. But set in like 3D environment.
That sounds vaguely familiar. Like a Super Mario Kart-esque kind of thing. Yeah, that sounds familiar. I'll have to look into that. I've never played that one.
Well, then we'd probably be on more even ground.
equal ground on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I was thinking maybe you wanted to play like Blinks the Time Sweeper or something.
I played a demo of that like years ago, and that is all I have ever played of that game. Is that any good?
I haven't played it. I've never played it.
Oh,
I have it. I've never played it. Or maybe you wanted to play like Kronk, or like
No.
I'm just trying to think of like really lame games.
Gotcha.
No. All right. Well, unfortunately, you did not redeem yourself. So
I have done the opposite.
No.
I don't know how. I like did a perfect 180 on one of those ramps and just floated there for a good 3 seconds while everyone passed me by.
I did see that. Yes, that seemed a little unfair. But yeah, that's pretty much all of Sonic All-Stars Racing Transform. I do want to point out, if you do play the World Tour mode, that of course there's like races and such, but then they have stuff like drift challenges and versus and
That's kinda cool.
boost challenges. Like, it has a really solid single player mode, and I think you can actually play this co-op, I believe. Traffic Attack. But yeah, there's all sorts of cool stuff in the single player mode. So it's kind of, it has like a adventure mode-esque kind of thing. And of course, I need to point out, since none of us played as Danica here, but she drives in a Hot Wheel for some reason. I just wanted to point that out, but
She is a professional race car driver.
yes, yep. So it makes sense that she's riding in a Hot Wheel. So
Well, that's super cool.
yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's it for Sonic All-Stars Racing Transform. Do you have any final thoughts here? Anything you want to share?
I was robbed. I'll
have to review the tapes. See,
salty run back.
right? I'll have to
One day.
verify on my end.
I am really trying to find that Sonic racing game, like, before I go.
All right. Well,
Because it looked so cool.
Got it.
What the heck was it called?
We'll try to figure it out off stream.
I'm not gonna find it.
Off stream here. But thank you, Will, for joining me. It's been a blast. And
Thank you so much for having me.
yeah, no problem. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.